calmer now. Been off the wine for about 20 minutes. Drinking water, saying hi to my cat, playing Owlwood. Episode 9. Alright, that's a runnable wind. You want to run it for an ace? Put your middle chevron right about there and give her a crank. Ain't going to be way wide and not your best ace run. Not at all. Huh. Well, then let's hit the restart button. All right. You want to be safe? I throw a DD3 sort of thingy, and I just kind of do something like, wow. Yep. Safe. Totally safe. All right. Let's completely reset. I guess that's kind of a skippable thing. But there is a skip drive run, but let's just be safe. See? Safe. Even if not proud of this at all. Let's try again. Reset. All right. I don't like that. What do we got? All right, we'll try the ace run. I think this is no buenos material. All right, there's one. There is a way to ace it. I've done it once in my life in multiplayer, and every time it's the first hole in the daily challenge. All right. Here, everybody does this crazy shit. They go over here. I don't know how to do it. I really don't. I'd like a water skip. Well, maybe the gold will make it. I don't know. I think it's got to carry to the water. I really don't know the line. People do this shit. Well, they do that shit. Huh. Not good. So, I guess we got to be wider, huh? All right. First of all, I'm hitting the first bush. This is a terrible guide to Owlwood. I don't know how to do this shot. I don't even know why I'm trying it. Let's try something with a little less fade. I keep hitting that first bush. So I think the trick is you don't want to hit the first bush. All right. Now, what do I normally do? Because I don't know that way. That looks like the right wind for that way. You can throw a skip sapphire and wank it out here. And it shouldn't go too far. Or it will. All right, there's one option. The other option is to throw a glide roll. And that might go too far too. All right, but that one didn't. All right, so you want to go out there and then you want to sit here and you want to put it in the hole. Got a tailwind. Huh. Well, I can put it in the hole. I mean, this is really not good examples of how to handle this hole. Let's try again. Wow, this might be the longest video yet. I'm not good at this hole. All right, well, we seem to do better with the halo. So glide roll driver, get around that first tree, stop short. Looking okay. I used to throw in with the sticky Mercy. Don't have it anymore. Miss it. So I'm going to throw a heavy Mercy way high up there. Not going to turn around. Going to go in the water. No. Better. Yeah, all right. I mean, you got to throw it in the fairway and then throw it in the basket. Pretty basic stuff. It's easy to par that hole. Owlwood 3. This motherfucker. One wind. I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm on it, sometimes I don't. It seems to be more about speed than anything, and that was not enough power. So we're gonna, well, it was enough power, just wasn't aimed right. Yeah, I mean, this is, for me, this is about a 1 in 200 ace. Can't be that bad, you wouldn't think, but that's pretty okay. But I mean, aim at the hole and put it in the hole. So here's your tough comebacker. And we got a tough comebacker. We're going to comebacker in there, and we're going to move on to 4. I mean, there ain't much to this stuff. Once you've played the game a while, they pretty much make sense. Here, I have resigned myself to being a little short with or a lot short, with a 9-speed. I aim top chevron that tree. That's twice? Whoa. Whoa. Well, okay. Not typical. It's kind of nice with this. There, I went the other way. All right. All right. I used to throw the 10-speed all the time. With a 10-speed, or the 9-speed Sapphire, that aim point, middle of the fucking basket. And we're going to go okay. But the problem is it can go too far. I guess, what am I doing wrong with this 9-speed here? Something like that. There you go. You got to be careful with that bush there on the left. Pay attention when you land, because if you're behind it, it will cause the old collision, and then you'll be crying about things not working. Hey-oh, I'm going to, here, with this wind in my face, I'm going to go ahead and throw a skip ribe. I mean, why the hell not? It's not going to go in, but it's like the right disc for that wind. All right, so there's one look at it. Give me some other winds. Why, some people have their own pixelated shit. I throw many different discs on the same hole. Here, I might actually throw a skip Sapphire and just, it'll go under, and it kind of does the same thing. So in extreme winds, we've seen the two extremes. I'll do those two things. Let's try to give us something not so extreme. Still extreme, huh? This might not go far enough. And that big crosswind, I want the Sapphire. Nice to have accurate. I wanted a 1-wind to show you, because then I'll throw like a Cloudbreaker or a DD3. What do we got? Extreme everything. All right, Cloudbreaker, just for the fuck of it. I very easily could fuck this up, but there you go. I mean, get it up there. What happens if I go too far? Now that's a shit place to be, because now you're in the shit. What do you do when you're in the shit? You aim a little higher, you power it a little more, and you bang off the top and the bottom of the cage. All right, something like that. So, yeah, don't play Owlwood. Play better than me. All right, this one is like 100% 9-speed. There's this little light area, middle chevron above it. Kind of go there, like a little bit like that, come up like that, and it's going to roll. It will work in any wind. You just got to learn how to make subtle adjustments for the wind. And I can't teach you how to make subtle adjustments. That comes with time and practice and hacking. All right. 7. I think 7 is a hole that is pretty tough to ace. All right. With this, got a wind in my face, wind break. I aim right about there and something like that. Because if you throw a lesser disc, you're going to get knocked down and on the other side of the wall. The closest, I mean, there are ways. There's a secret way the other way. Let's see. Do I have any kind of way to look at it? There's a way to do it here. I can't remember the disc you want to use. But you can go this way. And I'm not sure if that's going to work. Too wide? Yeah, all right. That was way too much disc. But there's an opening there. That will work. Other than that, my typical shot is a sapphire. This video is getting... Why do they all get... Am I getting longer or shorter? What do we got? Well, all right. Regardless. Imagine this is a calm wind. I'm sliding left. There's one tree trunk. There's two tree trunks. And I kind of go something like that. It might not make it because of the wind. But that's my basic get her there shot. I have tried a lot throwing a skip sapphire, and it always bangs the bottom part of the cage. Next hole, where shit can get wild in a hurry. All right, I got that kind of a wind, so I want a lesser disc. I do not need a glide disc because the tendency for that to go out of bounds is real. It will kind of stay straight. So something like that. I want it to cut. It took a weird bounce. You're going to make it down the hill. All right, it made it. That was not pretty. But it's better than going out of bounds. Yeah, this hole's pretty random shit. Same thing. Let's try the same disc and see if we get a different result. I want it to cut inside that tree, and it's just not doing it. All right, and that's dangerous because it can go out of bounds. Looks like we got to try again, Scotty. Yeah, I mean, the hole's weird. You can look like a pro or look like an idiot pretty quick. All right, just to show you, here I'm going to disc up to a glide driver. Now you got to be really careful. And I put a lot of, all right, that looks better. But if you're not careful, that shit will stay straight and you'll be crying. Seems like this is where it wants me to end up, huh? Then you got a tough shot up the hill, which really is a tough shot. It's going to bend a little more left than you think, and it's going to take a little more power than you think. All right. I don't know. Should we do it again? Why not? All right. Now here is where the glide is better. I've got more of a wind that's going to force it to turn right. So we will trust that it's going to turn right. I way overdid that. That was the most really sad kind of drive. A lot of this shit, people, you got base point and then you just got a deal. Can you split them? No. Huh. I guess I'm being too much of a pussy. I really don't like when it stays straight and goes out of bounds, so I'm being cautious. Give it a little more. Huh? Really acting weird. Oh, you have seen how to do this wrong many, many times here. I'm not going to quit because I want one fucking good drive. We keep going higher and higher up, and it keeps clicking. This is hilarious. I never do this. This is going to end up great, but that's not the line. I mean, that's not the way you want to go. You want to split the trees to the left. All right, let's try to put one in. But anyway, there's a general roller way to go about it. And hopefully that wind picks me up. Too much. All right, 9. 9 is a there's an ace run, but man, I mean, oh, I replayed hole. All right, we'll just try the halo then, and I'm sorry for subjecting you to so much of this, but that looks like the line. You want to cut, but you don't. If you cut just a little bit right of that, it'll act like that root is not there. Yeah. All right, so you get a shit drive. What do? You're here. Fucking go for it, man. Just boom. See? No worries, right? That was that was quick. These throw-ins are always worth practicing because I fuck them up a lot and better. All right, let's move on. Try to finish this Owlwood crap. What do we got? 1 wind. I like my sapphire. I like to aim my top chevron right on this little rock here. And this is almost a straight pull. I mean, it'll the leaves, but it'll make it. See? It'll make it. I prefer to be short of the main tree than not. Now, you can pretend you want to be a hero and try to skip it. You got to cut just before that tree, right about like that. And then you can skip it in. Other things that can happen, if it's more of a stronger wind in this direction, you'd use a 10 speed and you'd be on the other side of the tree with a bigger wind. Now, I know I'm trying to show you what happens with a bigger wind, so I guess I got to pretend the wind's bigger. It'll still hit the tree. Anyway, I prefer to be short of the tree. Why the fuck do you need to go further than you have to? 17 minutes and 14 seconds of Owlwood brought to you by Cigarettes and Wine.